Hello everyone, welcome back to Football Manager 2016 with Manchester City as we chase that quadruple in our challenge. Bit more of a tough episode this time than last time out. We are starting away at Everton. We've come through the international break between episodes. Quite a few of our players have got fitness problems, which is going to make this game with Everton quite difficult, especially with a big match against Atletico next. So we're probably going to rest a few players. Everton are down in 8th in the league, so not doing as well as they might like. Games coming up against Atletico, Villa, Kiev, Spurs, and then finishing again at Everton in the Capital One Cup quarter-final. So that'll be a big game to finish on. But we're going to start and end with Everton. So let's get into this first game. As you can see, we have got quite a few injuries, so a lot of the players that would normally start are going to be sitting on the bench, like Aguero, Pogba. But Icardi's going to start up front, Sterling and Sissoko as the front two alongside him. Delphi's going to get a start next to Renato Sanchez. Romagnoli's coming for Otamendi, Stones in for company, and Florenzi's in at right back too. So this team's still quite strong, and it's largely fit, but there are quite a few problems down on the bench. In fact, I should make sure we've got a few players who can come on to freshen up the team, like Martin Odegaard, who's still yet to make an appearance for us, so this could be his day to do so. But let's jump into this match and see if we can get a win straight off the bat against Everton. Everton kicking off hopefully a much better second half after a very, very boring first half. Neither side had a shot on target in that half. And we have been under the cosh with Everton having most of the chances. But here they come with Lennon to Sanya, into Lukaku, and they scored straight from the half-time kick-off. We're 1 goal down. Here's Leighton Baines with the free kick. We've still only had 2 shots in this game. Despite 55% possession, only 2 shots, none of which have been on target. We have changed the front 3 to try and make something happen. De Bruyne has found Aguero here, but there's just nobody around him. I don't know what's going on with the team at the moment. We did win the last 2 matches by a good margin. I thought maybe we were over the hump that we were going through, but it doesn't seem to be the case. But here's Renato Sanchez, bringing the ball forward. He has got Aguero ahead of him. Now De Bruyne, back to Delph. Sanchez finds Bernat on the overlap. He pulls it back to Fabian Delph. There's De Bruyne. Now Aguero. Aguero scores the 3rd game in the row that he's done that. He is at least back on form, even if the team isn't. But we've got 20 minutes to see out this game and hopefully snatch a winner. Just 5 minutes left, and John Stones has committed a foul, already on a yellow card. That is his second yellow. We are going to be playing with 10 men for the rest of this match. We can't make any substitutions, so Kimmich's just going to have to sit at centre-back. Now is the full-time whistle. We did manage to hold on to the point in the end that Aguero earned us, but we need to be winning these matches. We need to get back to winning form again. We have finally been knocked off the top of the table 12 games in, and that form is so patchy. Got a big game against Atletico next, so we need to focus on that and get our heads back in order. Hopefully get our full-strength team out after resting a few players against Everton, and see if we can qualify for the knockout stages of the Champions League. Somewhat changed team for this match against Atletico. We have got Paul Pogba coming back into the team. Aguero, De Bruyne and Silva reinstated as the front 3 with Zabaleta back in at right back and Company and Otamendi coming in at centre. It's almost an entirely new team from the one that played in the draw with Everton, and we're going to need a result as good or better than we got away from home against Atletico to make sure we win this match tonight. Corner from De Bruyne to Silva. Otamendi's in there. He's found Bernat in space. Oh, and it's gone in. Think off Vincent Kompany. Oh, it's a Vieto own goal. I knew it hit somebody. Bernat will get the assist, but we have the lead. We are dominant at the moment against Atletico. 73% possession. We just need to keep this up. Looking to build from the back. We've restricted Atletico to 0 shots at the moment. We've had 14, but only 3 on target. But here's De Bruyne. Beats his man. Oh no, Jimenez has just got the ball off him. We should win it back here. Now Renato Sanchez looks to Pogba. He slips in. De Bruyne off the post. Kimmich clears. Now Icardi. Ball's gone out. Should be full-time whistle. It is. And that's another good victory against a tough European opponent. Means that we are, I think, qualified for the next knockout round, and top of the group is secure with 1 game left to play, so we'll be able to rest a few players, which I think we're in desperate need of ahead of our next few games. We are going to put out a very strong team against Aston Villa in the league. We are playing Dynamo Kiev next in the Champions League, and obviously we've already won the group, so I'm not worried about our performance in that match. I will rest a lot of these players, like Pogba, like Silva, who are in desperate need of a good week's rest, really. But we need the 3 points more than they need the rest, so we're putting out the strong team, and hopefully we can get a good performance against a struggling Villa side. We have been absolutely hammering on Aston Villa's door, but we just haven't been accurate enough. We've only had 3 shots on target, but we've got a chance here with De Bruyne. Just under 2 minutes left. Raheem Sterling goes for goal. He's hit the woodwork. I think we've hit the post maybe 4 times in this match. Oh, what do you have to do to score? De Bruyne now again. Puts it across to Florenzi. And it's off the woodwork again. What is going on today? Well, it just wasn't our day today. I'm not sure what else we could have done. We hit the woodwork so often. We should still be winning that match, but that is really, really unfortunate. We've flipped around the entire team, bar Juan Bernat for this match. We do have a big game with Spurs at the weekend, and most of our big players do need an extended period of rest. So with the game against Spurs and then the Capital One Cup quarter-final just a few days after that, we need to make sure that all of our best players are fresh. And given that we aren't carrying any morale from our last match after that 0-0 draw, I'm not too worried about the result in this game. It's just about getting through. Hopefully some of these players can prove a point, get a couple of goals, perform well. But we've already won the group, so there's nothing resting on this match, and we can look forward to that game against Spurs that follows. Sissoko chips over the top for Florenzi. He's got options in the middle, looks for Barker, and it's a foul. Vida has just elbowed Brandon Barker there, and he's picked up a yellow card too. There's a chance now from the penalty spot. I think it's going to be Mauro Icardi. He's still not scored for us. I think he's been involved in something like 14 games, but he's not scored yet. He's missed a penalty for us already. But he scores now, and we have the lead. Mauro Icardi finally off the mark. I think he's a second season player. I'm not expecting much from him this season. There's a free kick in towards Fabian Delph. Finds Barker. Brandon Barker. Maybe he should be back in the team. He scores on his first appearance. He was so good for us last season. I think I'm going to have to push him up to the bench for the next few games. Florenzi has won the tackle. Now Sterling. He has got Icardi running off the defender. Well picked out. Now Boufal onto Junior Moyes. And Boufal again. Off the inside of the post and in. He is onside. Junior Moyes has scored for Kiev and got them a goal back. Florenzi to Kimmich. Picks out Sissoko. Florenzi with so much space, he can whip the ball in. Puts it across, and Icardi's there. 2 goals in 1 game for Icardi. Hopefully that will boost his confidence and get him ready for more games. Especially if Aguero picks up an injury, he needs to be ready. Corner from Florenzi, picks up Brandon Barker. Fabian Delph at the edge of the area. He's found Barker again. Florenzi finds Barker, and it's gone in. I think that might have... No, it's Joshua Kimmich who got it. I thought it might have been an own goal. There was a lot of bodies in the way, but Kimmich scores, and it's 4-1 now. And our second team are playing much better than our first team. I think this is likely to be the full-time whistle. The ball just cleared out to Bernat. Very good performance from the team, even before Kiev went down to 10 men. Disappointed to concede the goal, but given that we rested so many players, it's very encouraging that they came through to us and got us a morale-boosting win ahead of that match with Tottenham. This is the Capital One Cup semi-final draw. We obviously still need to beat Everton in order to actually take part in this. Chelsea and Watford have already gone through. Let's see who we come up against. And it is Watford, so that is a real incentive to get through that Everton game, because we will be playing as the home team against Watford, when Tottenham and Chelsea will be knocking one or the other of them out in the other semi-final. So a good chance of making it to Wembley in the Capital One Cup. We do have our full-strength team going out there today. Juan Bernat, the only player who wasn't really rested in the last match. Otherwise, everybody is fresh and ready to go. Hopefully we can get the win and carry on the momentum from that 4-1 victory away in the Ukraine by beating Spurs. We are at home, so we do have that advantage, and hopefully we can turn it into 3 points against a title rival. Free kick from Silva. He's looked for Company at the far post, and we got the lead inside 20 minutes against Spurs. Company's first goal of the season, and what an important goal to get. Silva's free kick looks for Company again, and it's a repeat of the first goal, but from the other side of the box, and it's 2-0. Vincent Company becoming our most prolific striker in this match. That is the full-time whistle. A very strong performance against Spurs, limiting them to just 5 shots in the match. They did match us for possession, but they weren't able to match us where it counted as we finally started to put the goals away. Vincent Company, the man to do it. And that win means that we are up to second in the table, 1 point behind United, but they do have a game in hand. So we've still got work to do to catch them up, but we're hitting a bit of form now as we head into the really difficult crunch period over Christmas. Into the final match of this episode then, against the team we started the episode with. Everton are away against us this time, so hopefully that draw will be turned into a win with this match. It's the Capital One Cup. We do need to make sure we get through to that semi-final against Watford. Between matches, we agreed a deal with Chelsea to sell Eliaquim Mangala for £15 million, which isn't too bad. Probably should have got more for him, but I just wanted him off the books, so £15 million I'm happy to take. We are also in talks with Newcastle to get rid of Fabian Delph for just £5 million. Might remember he turned down moves to Roma and Real Madrid at the summer window, so a bit of a step down for him to go to Newcastle. And we were also drawn with QPR away in the FA Cup. But first things first, we need to make sure that we stay in the Capital One Cup and beat Everton today, hopefully in normal time, so that we can stay fresh for the rest of the matches to come. No big changes to the team, still very strong lineup going up out there. Juan Bernat still in at left back, despite picking up a knock in the last game, and Paul Pogba carries on, as does Company, despite their fitness levels being a bit lower. We can hit on the counter-attack here. Quick passing play. Aguero looks for Silva over the top. He doesn't quite have the pace, but he's beaten his defender. He's got in, and he's scored. I doubted David Silva's pace there on the counter-attack, but he proved me wrong and scored a brilliant goal under the goalkeeper for 1-0. De Bruyne's free kick. Now Silva, and it's in. Otamendi there, just before half-time to give us a 2-0 lead. Last-minute chance here. Witsel on the ball. Picks out Jesse Lingard. He's got players ahead of him. Now Nias. Oh, and how's he snuck that in at the near post? Joe Hart can't be happy with that. Luckily, we've got that 2-goal advantage. Now just 1 goal with 3 minutes of added time. Nearly at the full-time whistle. De Bruyne out on the right wing. Puts the ball into the box for Icardi, who's put it wide of the post. But I think that will be the last chance of the match. We have managed to hang on against Everton late into the match. After that goal that they scored, I was slightly concerned, but we've done all right to hold on here. And there is a win. We are going into the semi-finals. We need to make sure we retain this competition. We're playing Watford in the semis. We needed 2 legs against Southampton last time out, but hopefully we'll be able to have a smoother ride against Watford, who've already beaten us in the league this season. If we just have a look at the teams that we'll be playing in the next few matches, we have got games against Palace, Bournemouth, Leicester, Hull, Norwich, and then Watford in that Capital One Cup semi-final. That'll also take us up to the January transfer window in the next episode. So luckily we have regained our form during the course of this episode. A couple of disappointing draws aside, we've done very well to beat Atletico, Kiev, Spurs and Everton, especially those last sort of 3 games. That was a very good run for us, and we do seem to be over the worst of it after that terrible run of form, starting with that defeat against Watford. And now we've got 6 teams, well 7 teams if you look at QPR, that we should be beating without too much trouble. So hopefully we can rack up a good, well if we win all 7 it'll be a 10-match winning streak. If we just have a look at our competitions, just 2 points behind United. They drew with Arsenal in that game they had in hand, so they're only 2 points ahead of us, and we can definitely overthrow that with the run of games we've got. Champions League, we finished 6 points clear of Atletico in the end. We're playing QPR in the FA Cup, and we're into that semi-final. So things are moving very quickly. Next episode will be up to the January transfer window. We'll have a look at what players we can sign on free transfers, if there are any, because obviously we can make offers for their expiring contracts from January 1st, so long as they're not in our league. But I think that will be it for this episode. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see some more. Drop a like if you've enjoyed this video. And until then, I'll see you next time.